Very good morning once again. We are starting the new lesson, that is fourth lesson of economics, food security in India. Let's go through the lesson first. First overview, then what is food security, what it meaning, and why we need food security. And next question it is, who are food insecure, any people they are living in food insecurity or not. Then comes some of the experience we want to see. Then comes India is aiming at self-sufficiency in food grains since independence. Then what happened, where we reach. Then food security of India, that is again the major part of our lesson. In that, what is buffer stock, what is public distribution, means ration shop and other things we want to understand. Then next, current status of public and the public status of the public distribution system, what is in which states, and what is other policies of the government, other schemes like that, things we want to understand. FCI and other stores, the role of cooperatives in food security, how the cooperatives they are working for food security. Then comes the summary of the lesson. These are the major what we glance of the lesson. Let us go back to the starting of the lesson overview onwards. Let us come with explanation. Okay, overview. Food security means availability, accessibility, affordability of food to all people at all time. Please underline what is the meaning or the not definition. We can say meaning of food security means availability of food, then accessibility of food, affordability of the food. Food is available and it is accessible, but people can't afford, common people can't afford, then we can't say like that it is the part of food security. Or money is there with people and shops are near, but food are not available there in nearby areas. Or the food farmers are producing food, but there is no shop to collect and distribute to the people. Like that, any one of thing, if it is lagging, then we can't say like that there is food security. So we need 3 A's: availability, accessibility and affordability of food. That also to all people at all time, not only in some months, 3 months of a year or 6 months, not like that, every day it should be available. The poor households are more vulnerable to food insecurity whenever there is a problem of production or distribution of food crops. And the ordinary people, now in the corona situation also we can see that when the ordinary people they are suffering, or the poor people they are suffering, because there is no enough job facilities, there is no wage for them, so they can't afford the food items, or even though it is available in the shops. So the poor people they are more vulnerable, or that people having more chance to face the food insecurity. Who? Poor people. Then food security depends on the public distribution system and government vigilance and action at time when this security is threatened. So it is in the hands of public distribution system. Food security, it is with the help of government only we can make it like that alive. And the public distribution system should be very active, and government want to be take supervision. Even though this PDS is there working properly or not, that supervision or vigilant supervision it is needed. Then action at time, whenever it is problematic, that time what they want to do, government want to give the active participation in for the food security purpose. For example, now because of corona, some states they are giving free rationing. From last March onwards, they are getting that all people, those who are in need of food, they are getting food free rationing. And that also sometimes they made and kept kids, in that what all essential things, all the essential things are available in that kids. Okay, like that government want to act according to the time. Next topic, it is what is food security. Food security, we already said, availability, accessibility, affordability. Same thing again. Food is an essential for living as air is for breathing. But food security means something more than getting 2 square meals. Normally we will say if you are getting 2 times meal, then we are in food security. But not that one, more than that. Food security has following dimensions. Already we have seen in our overview. Availability of food means food production within the country, food imports and the previous year's stock stored in the government granaries. So the food security means that each and every country should produce food how much they needed for that country purpose. Otherwise they want to keep the stock from last year itself. Then accessibility means food is within the reach of every person. It should be nearby. PDS is there, but the PDS shops are there after 20-25 kilometers away from the common people, then it is not useful to the people. Then affordability implies that an individual has enough money to buy sufficient, safe and nutritious food to meet one's dietary needs. 3 things are there again, affordability in that. Individual has enough money to buy sufficient, safe and nutritious food. All 3 things should be there, and it should be fulfilling the dietary needs of a human being. So we know in Tamil Nadu, Andhra, like that states, they are giving free rationing in every month. I think some areas it is 1 rupees, and for some ration cards it is totally free, and so for some ration card 2 rupees, like that system it is there in Tamil Nadu. So by that the state is thinking about the food security of the people. Next one, thus food security is ensured in the country only if 3 conditions are there. 1, enough food is available for all persons. All persons have the capacity to buy food of acceptable quality, and there is no barrier on the access of food. Even though if you are saying like that, availability, accessibility and affordability, in other words, enough food should be available for each and every person. All persons have the capacity. Everybody's in their hand there should be money for money to purchase food items, and there is no barriers on access of food. They should not feel like that we are having the restriction, we are from this particular caste, or we are living in this particular region, or in this particular topography, that's why we can't purchase food. No, like that barriers should not be there. Then next question is, it is why food security. The poorest section of the society might be food insecure most of the times, while person half above the poverty line might also be food insecure when the country faces a national disaster, calamities like earthquake, drought or flood, tsunami, widespread failure of crops causing famine. So whenever it is needed, that time what we want to do, government or the country, when we are facing, all the people, we are facing the food insecurity, especially the poorest people or poor people of India, they are facing. Whenever the national disasters or calamities like earthquake, drought, flood, tsunami, widespread failure of crop, then it may be because of flood or famine, or now like a pandemic situation, we are facing the problem of lack of food. How is food security affected during the calamity? Why or how it is affecting the time of pandemic or calamity time? Due to the natural calamity, say drought, total production of the land food grains decreases. It creates a shortage of food in the affected areas. Due to shortage of food, the price goes up. At the high price, some people cannot afford to buy food. In such calamity happens in a very widespread area or a stretch over a longer time period, it may cause a situation of starvation. A massive starvation might take a turn of famine. So if it is a famine or a drought, that's why in some area or a large area they are facing the food problem, grains problem, and it is staying for 5 to 6 years, then what will be the condition of the people? So the natural calamity or this pandemic situation, we faced last month, we was facing the problem of onion price. It reached to more than 100 rupees per kg. So like that situation we are facing because of these natural calamities, and because we know this natural calamities not because of pandemic situation. This flood in the Maharashtra and Karnataka area where we are cultivating onion, that's why the onion price went up. So like that situation it is arising in the society. A famine is characterized by widespread death due to the starvation and epidemic causes by force used to contaminated water or decaying food, and loss of body resistance due to weakening from starvation. Already because of lack of food, many people they are having the partial starvation or fully starvation. With this pandemic situation, epidemic situation, that's why they are not getting the proper food and facing more health issues because of that one. The most devastating famine that occurred in India was famine of West Bengal 1943. This famine killed 30 lakh people in the province of Bengal. Only in the province Bengal province 30 lakh people died only because of famine. In which year? 1947. Think because of this corona all over the world only 15 lakh people died up to now. 15 or 16 lakh people only died up to now. How many months? From last January to December, 12 months we completed. By this 12 months we only 15 lakh people died only because of this particular reason. Many other reasons are there, many other people are dying, that's not the matter what we are discussing. But in West Bengal or in the Bengal province 1943, 30 lakh people died only because of starvation. So we can see that one 1938 production in lakh tons 85 lakhs, imports lakh tons 0. Then 39 it is 79 because famine started. Then 4 lakh tons we taken. Then 1940 82 we brought again 3 lakh ton. Like that it is going, and when it is reached 43, it is reached to 76 lakh only production. Then we imported 3 lakh tons. That was not enough for the people, those who are living in that area. Then starvation victim arriving at a relief center 45. From the relief center they are taken photo. The people from Bengal province. Okay, then do you know who were affected the most by the famine? The agriculture laborers, fishermen, transport workers and other casual laborers were affected the most by dramatically increased price of rice. There were ones who died in the famine. Then saying condition now also because of this corona, who suffered? Ordinary agriculture laborers, fishermen, transport workers, like the casual workers or the petty sales, those who are doing the street hawkers, those who done like that work, they are suffering. Okay, we'll continue in next video.